Welcome to the What's Good Tampa Show. What's Good Tampa Show. This is where we talk about all things Tampa Bay and beyond. Coming to you from the Gimmick in Ybor City, here's your hosts, Austin and Sean.
Yes. Welcome back, Tampa. What's good, Tampa?
What's good?
Before we get started, I just want to go over our sponsors for today's episode. Market Elaine and Market Marie. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook. Elmer's Pub. Thanks so much, Elmer. Shout out. And
Elmer's is in the list this
And
week.
up in Wesley Chapel, which I love. I actually do a trivia night. Double Branch Brewing Company. It's right in the Grove, right next to the Crate. Amazing people.
How is
amazing
that place?
stuff. It's amazing.
They
Once a
have
month they
food
do
there,
trivia.
too?
Really good food, burgers and fries gimmick, but
like bar food.
Yeah, extremely good, and we're super proud to have them on board with us as well. But we were just chatting prior to the show, and I was
What's
actually
this outfit this week?
what's
that outfit?
Oh, dude, I was feeling
Cabbie
myself.
hat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, do you think
look
we were just
terrible.
talking about doing as good as you can in anything that you do, including maybe homelessness.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I was a bum.
Okay.
And I don't want to make light of the situation because I know there's a lot of
Sounds like
excuses
you do.
or
Okay.
things that happen to people that create where they are in life, and I don't want to make light of that.
No, of
this
course
is
you
not, and if I did, it'd be satire and for fun. But imagine if I dressed like this on the corner and begged for change versus maybe unwashed clothes, things like that.
Yeah.
So, do you think if I don't want to make fun of anybody, but if we gave them cool clothes to wear, do you think that would uptick in what they were doing? Because I like giving away a lot of socks, fresh socks.
So you're saying you want to give a homeless person nice
Multiple.
clothes, multiple homeless people nice clothes,
haircut, maybe get
and
a barber.
see how that changes their attitude?
Amount of money they make.
Well, I think people would give them less money because they don't look as homeless.
Oh, I disagree.
They don't look as beat up.
More approachable.
More approachable.
Because I think people don't
So you're
give.
gonna do
I think
this.
more people don't give to homeless people because of the look and feel
They
of the
feel they're
situation.
scared.
100%.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, so this is your theory. How are you going to test this theory?
Well, other than the bag of coins?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's going to be a good one.
Okay.
'Cause we're going to get them athletic, too. And it gives them something to strive
No,
for.
I would
hey,
not
listen,
say the bag
some
of,
people
for your
do-
own safety and reputation. I would not say the bag of coins idea.
I'm giving people opportunity
Yeah.
to not only get faster twitch muscles fired on a daily basis to make more money. Why shouldn't they have a chance to make more money?
Okay, so you're gonna hand out some nice outfits to a couple of homeless people, and then you're gonna
As many
track
as I
the
can-
amount of money that they make every day.
No, I'm going to see maybe a week later we go back and talk to them and see how things are going. I think a fresh fit,
A fresh coat of paint.
might make them feel better too, and maybe they get on their horse a little bit more. Who knows? But let's find out. I think we should do that. We'll update. We won't use names or things like that, but it's going to be
don't say we. You're gonna do this.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't want anything to
You
do
can
with
come
that.
with me and do it.
No, I don't. I'd rather stay out of it.
So I think we're going to do this on our way, and we might as well mention this too.
You're
We
still
picked the
saying
three
we.
places that we're going to go next week because we did say that we are going to start going into the places. So the three bars that we are going to go check out as a bar, full experience, is we are going to go to White Lie, which is a great sponsor of the show. We are
Okay.
going to go to Elmer's, also a great sponsor, and we're going to go to First Chance, Last Chance. You ever been there?
No, I have not.
It's right down by Centro. It's on one of the sidebars. Those are the three bar experiences. We're going to get a drink
And
at
this
each.
is called the Barful Experience. That's the name of
Barful
this
Experience,
episode?
yep.
Oh, wow.
And what I want to do is, we're going to get our favorite drink, which if you haven't watched the show, I prefer bourbon whiskey. You prefer vodka.
Yep.
And we're going to get our drink
Okay.
at each location.
Yeah,
We're not
okay.
going to tell them we're coming.
Yep.
We're just going to go through the experience and explain it after we're done of how that experience went.
I might change my drink on the spot
Ooh.
just to throw a
That'd
curveball.
be kinda cool.
But okay, yeah.
But that would be cool after three stiff ones.
Yeah.
We come back, talk about our experiences.
Oh,
I think that would be
That's
awesome.
well, we've seen how those episodes have gone in the
Well,
past.
that's more than three.
And we've had to pull a few down.
Yeah.
And we've had to pull a few down.
Me and
and
my
never
mouth.
made
Good
it.
thing I'm going to stop on the homelessness one too because this one might get pulled down.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
Christ.
so last week we talked a lot about, or earlier this week I should say, we talked a lot about what's going on here, your channel, social media. But I also wanted today to talk about small businesses. You work for a small business.
I do.
I've owned a few small businesses.
I do.
And have been given some new opportunities with some small businesses.
Yep.
But I just wanted to kind of chit chat. You come from the corporate world. I came from the corporate world. I worked for corporate America for quite some time, about a decade. And I know it's one of those things where it's such you're so close to you work for somebody, but that person owns a small business.
Right.
And, Florida, obviously, post-COVID and with inflation, has done a lot better job than some other states.
Right.
But, what are some things that maybe, I'll ask you this question just to kind of lead off into this, because I think small business is very important. It constitutes most of the economics that go down in each state.
Yep.
What is some of the things that maybe you as an employee, other than just making payroll and paying rent at a building, what are some of the things that you think an owner of a small business goes through that maybe the employees don't quite understand?
Well, probably.
Do you ever think about it?
I don't.
Or do you show up to work and do it?
I just show up and work and do it because I mean, I do run my own business, but it's not like I guess like a retail business. I mean, I'm talking about like owning real estate and
right. You have passive income.
Yeah, I have passive income in that way, but I've never ran a business like ran a gym before.
Or on every day. You're not putting 40 hours a week into your passive income business.
Exactly. So I haven't had all that pressure on me before. Yep. So I honestly don't know what good advice is. I bet you have some, but
but what I was going to say is not advice. I want you as an employee of a very successful company that pays you for your work.
Yes.
What are some things that you go through on the daily that maybe, have you ever caught yourself looking at either ownership or, because you're in high level management, like, do you ever see yourself like, oh, I never thought about that side? For instance, do you ever go on a trip and be like, oh, man, they had to book all these tickets? Like,
oh, sure, yeah. I mean, I see that now probably more than I ever have because my company now is smaller than where I was before. So I do see like, oh, when we hire new people and things like that, you have to be more careful about where you're spending money. Like I've been part of those conversations now, so I get that.
Yeah.
And I feel for them, but at the same time, if you promise people a paycheck, they earned it.
For sure. If they work for it, you owe it to them. Of course, I'm not saying that, but here's my question. Like we were talking about last episode, where with Fitzy, love him, and we're going to probably bring him up now every single episode. But it's like people are looking for that guarantee. Mm-hmm. But the small business owner is looking for that person that's going to work harder for less money to prove themselves to get the more money and promote. Do you see where we're going now?
Yeah, you had to come back around to fit somehow.
Yeah. Well, no, but that's a perfect example.
Because the fact that I keep bringing up the guarantee thing is bothering you.
But here's the thing. You are using the wrong word. From a small business owner, the word guarantee is very dangerous, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, you know what? I'll
tell you why. Because the word guarantee means no matter how much of a shitty job you do, I owe it to you anyway. So what's the incentive to do better than your...
You opened my eyes. You opened my eyes. You're right. It is the wrong word. The right word is investment.
There it is.
The investment in a person.
And what do a small business owner looking to invest in employees? Because if I found the right people, I'd have employees here.
Yeah. Well, what are you looking for? What are your needs? That's what you hire on.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are your needs?
It has nothing to do with being in the comedy scene or the art scene. You know what I need from a person?
Tell me.
Somebody.
Let's put a job application.
Yeah. Well, it's not even just self-motivated because I hate that too.
Okay.
Because I'm self-motivated and they're just doing work or they're doing work all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody that can work 12-hour days.
Right.
I want somebody who's the most productive in the least amount of time. Right. Who can do the most for the least amount of with the least amount of resources? Who can treat their job like they just started their own business? That's what I'm looking for.
Does this person need to be here in Florida? They need to come here, open the door? No?
Absolutely not.
So again, identify what are you
If
need?
somebody, I'm going to do it for the show. How about this? Because this is a business that makes zero. I mean, we don't make zero money, but what I'm saying is it's not. We don't do this for the profit of the business.
Sure.
Right?
Correct. Yeah.
If there was somebody out there, anywhere out there watching this, me too. I'm like tied up. You can't see, but I'm locked in my chair. So here's the thing. If there's somebody anywhere out there that listens to this, and they're a young kid, and they want to be a producer of a huge podcast, okay, let's say Jamie Barber leaves Joe Rogan. People be lining up for that job. But you don't just get that job because some influencer said you're good. You got to prove your shit.
Yeah.
Who's somebody out there that's going to show us to clip the things we're not doing to get 1 million followers like Fitzy promises?
So we're hiring.
No, we want somebody that can prove to us we can't live without them. Because I'll give you a perfect example. Yeah. You ever get Yelp calls for your business?
No.
Are you listed online or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Yelp calls you up. Hey.
Yeah. Yes, I've got them.
You have so many people on your Yelp page. Have you ever thought about doing ads? Mm-hmm. You know what I tell them every time, and I go into a dissertation because I don't just say no, I don't want to or whatever.
I couldn't imagine.
I go through everything and I say, "Hey Yelp, multi-billion dollar, hundreds of millions, I'm guessing, money. You want to know how you get me? 30 days.
Right.
These ads that cost $250 a month, the lowest level, 30 days. Give me that level for nothing. Give it to me for nothing.
That's a big investment that
is
they're
it big?
making.
How big? How big is it?
30 days?
For AdWords, it costs them nothing. They just throw it up there, right?
Because
it's
you
their
want
system.
someone to manage it.
No. Just do whatever you're going to do. Because what that Yelp service is they do it's almost like Google AdWords. We're going to promote your business through our publication.
Right.
For 30 days. Don't you think if Yelp specifically made my revenue go up $1 or $300, let's say, anything over that, they have a customer for life that would sign any contract for any amount of time. But this idea of guarantee, well, we have to be guaranteed you're going to pay us for a service, whether we make it work for you or not.
Yeah, well, it depends on the cost after the free 30 days. What are they?
$300 a month. That's what the level is.
So it needs to make me more than $300.
Yeah, but what's $300 in a business? That's one. It's one episode, one show
so
that they sell out.
Itself, and then what? And
then I'm going to pay that $300 a month every month on Yelp because it helps, and I know it. Here's my point too, the Fitz thing or whoever. Yeah. If somebody came on right now from HCC and they go, "I want to do this free. This is my class project. This is my internship."
Yeah.
And they took us from 1,000 views a week to 10,000 views a week.
Yeah.
Is there any chance we'd let them get a job anywhere else?
No.
They'd be with us. And they'd be getting paid.
Yep.
So they just amplified and we're going to pay them more than some bullshit job that they go get entry level because they proved you can't live without me.
Okay.
Undeniable is
so
the
you're
word.
throwing this offer on the table. That's what I'm asking.
For sure.
Okay. Well,
then some people's ears, I don't want to keep pointing in this direction. Everybody knows what I'm talking. Somebody says, well, I don't want to give my time and effort because maybe it won't work out. I'm not looking for somebody looking for a guarantee or maybe it'll work out. Just like when I started this business, I didn't say, well, the only way I'm going to do this is if you do this, this, and this, landlord.
Right. Well, and this person probably needs to be more local than other people, not having to drive this far. Well,
people that clip up our stuff, if they just said,
local.
but if they just said, I'm going to take it to the next level. And all of a sudden how that shot now brings us 10x of everything we see on Instagram that monetizes us through Instagram and YouTube.
But I think the first step is, again, identifying what is it that we need exactly help with. And we could do that together.
Easy.
I'm just saying.
We only need help on one thing and one thing only.
What is that?
10x people looking and seeing our content from today. That's it. Once that happens, my point is that's the only thing we need. Because once that happens, all the other things that we want come through.
That's not a thing. That's a result. The thing is they have to cut up video, put clips over it, or whatever they need to do. Yeah, those things. But those things take a lot of time.
I'm sure they do.
They do.
And is it worth the investment to have a job for the rest of your life, possibly on a humongous podcast that's going to pay you more than anything you'd ever do?
But they don't know it's going to be a humongous podcast. That's not the guarantee.
But if they're the best and they're willing to put hey, I can get you millions of views. If you do it, you have a job forever.
But everybody's got a podcast.
Yes or no? If Fitz got us up to 1 million views, is he getting paid doing this podcast?
Of course he is.
So can he not get us 1 million views, or are we not guaranteeing him money to drive out here? Which is it?
Well, Fitz would tell you that he was telling us the stuff to do, and we were not listening. Yes, that's what he would. That's what he would tell you.
Well,
that's what he would tell you. That's
there's
what
some
he
bums.
said to me.
You know what? We were saying there's some people that had some drug problems and now they're homeless. And if they just didn't do drugs, they wouldn't be homeless. I disagree with that. There's way more that has to happen. So I'm just saying there's people out there that will make their own destiny, and there's people that will get a guarantee to start a job.
So you're just going to hire someone and say, "Give me 10x."
You know what it is?
Give me 10x
job
views.
versus career. It's a straight commission job versus $15 an hour. Minimum wage. That's the choice people make.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Over a spectrum, who does better in life? The one that said, I'm going to do it and you pay me on what I do for you production-wise? Or is it the person that say, I'll start at 15 and work my way up
it
through?
Depends, because there are people with a job that do very, very well and are very... You don't hear about the number 2 guy at Windows or the number 2 guy at Apple all the time, but they're making a ton of dough. They're doing just fine. So there's nothing wrong with having a job. You know what I'm saying?
I just believe that there's job people and career people. What we need to make this more successful is somebody to come in that's looking for a career and proving their worth. No.
Do it for us.
They might know more than us or better than us.
Yeah. Well, that's the idea. You hire people, right, that are better than you.
You heard it here first. Hit us up. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, but only a few people will understand it. And when you become undeniable and this thing or that thing does 10x of what it used to do, you will always have a job and be paid more than you ever will at anything else. Guys, we will be right back.
Oh, man, so I was afraid to tell you this at the end, but I forgot to hit record, dude.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't hit record. Oh, no. Like, parents and wife not like it when you swear on there?
No.
They must hate me then.
No, you don't swear that much either.
No, I swear. But my dad won't watch it because I swear. I swear. He won't watch the show because I swear.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he like super Christian?
No, he's not really. No. I don't know what it is with him. He's so different than me. He's like,
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, so different. He's just like very like straight edge. He's like never drank, never
What?
smoked. Like
Like
never.
you?
Yeah, just like me, dude.
What about mom?
Mom's different. Yeah, she's a party. So what? Yeah, what was it? That want to cut that bitch's throat about? Are you ever gonna tell me?
I don't know.
You know, you're not gonna tell me, huh?
No, I don't know.
No, I know you know.
I don't.
I know you know. Well, why won't you tell me?
I would tell you if I knew.
I'm just curious.
Me too. Should we have her on and ask her about it?
Call her. See if she. She must have done something with her man.
Oh.
Do you think she tried to move or some shit?
Yeah.
She must have. Shit. Good for our dude. We'll keep his
Fuck.
name undercover. Yeah. Good for him.
I just like when a woman says, "I'll cut a bitch."
Yeah, that's like damn.
That's hardcore.
She gets dirty. She
Yeah.
gets dirty, dude, for sure.
All right, so tell me
Crazy.
when we're back.
We've been back. you know.
Let's clip this.
You know.
No, but so talking about small business, I want to get into that too. Is like even when Shaquille O'Neal, who's opening Big Chicken here in the Florida region, it is still
Dude, you're coming on fire today with the local news, local question.
yeah, but it's still business,
I'm so
and it's
proud.
still a small business. But here's the thing:
Yeah.
do you think that we're in this new age where small businesses, because there was a reset almost in small businesses, a lot of small businesses got destroyed by COVID, and now you have these people that were like, well, I still want to run my own business, but I'm going to try something I've always wanted to try, and they do something different. I'm one of them. I've been in an industry for 21 years, sold my businesses doing something completely different.
Right.
I think there's going to be a resurgence of small businesses offering businesses and services, but I think there's going to be a less margin of error whether they're going to stay afloat or. So I think the turnover is going to be more, but a lot more swings, and I'm kind of excited about that.
So the margin of error is going to be
Less.
Less.
It's easier to go out of business.
Okay.
But I think the resurgence of new. I mean, look down the strip. There's
Tons of
so
new
many
business.
businesses.
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings finally went out.
They did finally?
Yep.
You knew it had to be a matter of
2 weeks
time.
ago. That doesn't
Rest in
belong in
peace.
Ybor.
Yeah.
And then the Piranha Nightclub is opening
Wow.
another club there.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So they own that whole strip of clubs, and they're killing it.
Yeah, I remember them when I was younger. Piranha.
Yeah.
Good spot.
No
Good
drugs there, I'm sure.
No, not for me. Anyway, yeah. So there's going to be
Big
more small
chicken.
businesses, but they're going to go out of business.
Possibly just because I think people are going to take swings. But here's the thing. You can look at that positively or negatively.
Yeah.
Going out of business is a learning experience.
Uh-huh.
But hopefully these people, find their route in life. Like,
Yeah.
do many things.
Right.
One of those works, you win.
Is the Shack thing? Is that a local business?
I
Or
think
is it
it's
a
just like he
franchise?
was part of 24 Hour Fitness. I think it's a franchise that he's
Yeah.
doing. He's just backing it.
Oh,
But
okay.
it looked like Chick-fil-A. It's the first time somebody's coming with a Chick-fil-A. Because what else is like? I mean, Church's Chicken or what's the other one?
PDQ,
I've never been there. But what's the Culver's?
Culver's,
But
yeah.
it's not Chick-fil-A. And Big
Yeah.
Chicken sounds way more like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll be open Sundays.
PDQ's is a popular one around
Okay.
here. That's like a lot like
Just
Chick-fil-A.
chicken?
Yeah, it's just chicken. A lot like Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A, man, every location I drive by Chick-fil-A,
Packed.
dude, wrapped around the building, the parking lot.
And
What
two
is it
lanes.
about Chick-fil-A? There's something in there. I'm telling you, dude. Is it waffle fries? No, dude. Checkers has the best fries.
You
still.
know what it is, though, too? They're very productive how quick people get through, I think.
Even through the gay bashing thing, they still.
They gay bashed?
Well, yeah. I guess at one point the owner said something like anti-gay, and like gays like didn't want to eat there or
Ooh,
something.
did you just hear a glimpse? Because it doesn't sound like there's facts behind it.
Well,
Can you give me an exact quote?
yeah. If you want me to pull it up.
Yeah,
I
yes,
can.
'cause when
oh,
you-
you don't have internet here. You
no,
broke it.
Yeah, I broke. Well,
I can look on my phone, I guess.
That was a comedy club disaster again. The second time we snapped that wire.
So now you're breaking wires and drinking my alcohol.
I'm not drinking it. I don't like
still
vodka.
haven't gotten reimbursed on that
Reimbursed,
alcohol.
yeah, your reimbursement. You just turn in your slip, and no. But so what I'm saying is, with Big Chicken, do you
Yeah.
think it's a move to, give people another option just because, or is this like, hey, I want to get into the fast food market because there's so many. I wonder, what do we need more fast food restaurants?
I don't know.
Is that going to now be more popular because
I think Shaq probably just likes chicken and wanted to open a chicken restaurant. I think it's that simple.
What do you think about Shaq? Cool? You a Shaq mark?
Not really, man. I should be because I try to be an Orlando Magic fan.
True.
But yeah, not really. I see him on doing TikToks and Reels all the time.
Okay. I haven't been on TikTok
internet.
still. Is it good?
It's okay.
China owns your data, but whatever.
Right. I'm trying to adapt, as an old guy on TikTok, but I can't still figure all of it out quite yet. So I'll get.
But you know what? Maybe somebody wants to invest their time with you for the opportunity to make millions down the road.
But Shaq, I like him better than Charles Barkley. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, who's the greatest
of
all time in basketball?
Oh, Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player of all time.
And is that to you just undebatable?
I mean, I think everybody's gotten there. There's a lot of people who say LeBron, but the most dominant player of all time is Shaquille O'Neal. 2000 Shaquille O'Neal. There's never been a more dominant player, a center, a big center averaging 30-plus points a game. LeBron arguably is the second most dominating player as far as, now we're talking about physical speed, agility, quickness, size.
Right.
Here's the problem, though. Why Shaq gets the nod. The NBA made rules to slow Shaq down, make him less productive. Right. They made rules to give LeBron opportunity to become more dominant. So that's tough because they wanted it to go that way. Now the game is much more three-point shooting, completely positionless play. Right. So centers shoot threes, now bring the ball up the court.
Yeah.
And just like football, the spread offense, same thing.
So when you play in your dad league, are you like the Shaq there?
I don't play. I don't play in a dad league, and I would say I play more of a.
Are you center?
No.
What do you play?
I played guard my whole life.
I feel like you would be a dominant player.
A dominant player?
Yeah, in the dad league. Yeah, I'm saying I feel like you'd be very
I hold
dominant.
My own. Put it this way.
You'd be
40 and up league, yeah, but I've never played in one of those. I always play with the Young Bucks.
You play the Young Bucks. Right?
I do. I have to challenge myself at all times.
Good. Well, good. Well, yeah. So not a big Shaq fan. See, I think I'm one of those guys too. I think LeBron probably is the greatest, but
obviously you don't know too much about basketball.
I don't know too much about basketball because he's lost more championships.
All right, let's change. But that doesn't matter because it's a team game. Let's change directions. Who's the best? Now, this is opinion, but in your mind, who's the best wrestler of all time? A lot to take in the conversation. The verbals, the gimmick.
A lot to take into that conversation.
The size, does that matter?
I think if you have to say overall,
popularity,
and that will live forever and ever, household name is going to be Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Hulkster.
Now,
you're gonna.
I would say Hulk Hogan as well, but what I'm saying is too is so the people, because with Michael Jordan being the greatest basketball player, Hulk Hogan being the greatest wrestler, you have the haters that hate him. Yeah. So if you hate Hulk Hogan, who's your favorite wrestler?
Well, then you're Stone Cold. It's usually you're one of the two.
But that's almost like best in the era, because I'm a Stone Cold. When I was high school, let's say
they were different
Stone Cold, but you had Stone Cold and The Rock, and I believe that's the split.
Yeah, well, Stone Cold and The Rock, they were great, but
who was better in your? Who are you going with all the way?
Man, that's tough. Who I just enjoyed the most?
No, just who is your favorite? Who would you more apt to have a 316 shirt or a Rock shirt?
I had them both, but I would say 316. Yeah. I had the Austin 316 shirt, the very first one.
Wow. Do you still have it?
No, I don't have it anymore.
It's worth some money nowadays.
Don't you see the similarities in designs?
I saw that. 318. So Hogan and now let's go back in the Hogan era. I guess what I was asking is before the Stone Cold, the Attitude Era, if you weren't Hogan, who's the LeBron? If Hogan's Jordan, who's the LeBron? The next one that might be
in that time era?
Is that Warrior? Is he in that level or is it Hitman?
He's in the talks, but as a wrestler, he was the shit. So I would say Savage. Savage would probably be the next big.
Because they are the two, just like Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah, they were the two, and they were teammates at one time and separate.
Now who turned heel?
Savage was heel.
Savage went heel.
Oh yeah, definitely. But anyway, all right. No one likes wrestling talk, I'm sure.
No,
I don't think
it just brings you back. You know what I mean?
It brings me back, but I don't know about anybody else listening to this fucking shit.
What if they do?
Oh, excuse me. I just upset everybody.
No, it's
in our
cool.
family
You
again.
can swear. But yeah, that's cool though. So anyway, long story short. Small businesses, support them because they are the lifeblood of this country still. Here in Florida, Tampa, we're going to be going around checking it out. And after these messages, we'll tell you what we're going to do one more time before we head out. Thank you so much. All right, Tampa. That was it. We made it happen. What do you think? That was a good one.
That was fun.
Did you have fun?
That was fun. Yeah.
All right. Well, one more shout out to our sponsors for this episode: Market Marie and Market Elaine. That's in Wesley Chapel and Clearwater. Thank you so much to Elmer's Pub and Double Branch Brewing Company up there at the Grove. Next week, look out for us. White Lie, Elmer's, First Chance, Last Chance. We're coming to get our drinks. Guys, thank you so much for the support. And stick with us, man. We're going to make this thing happen. We will see you next time. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the What's Good Tampa Show. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at What's Good Tampa Show, or visit what'sgoodtampa.com to get involved with the show. See you next time.